This is a place that most of the public doesn't usually see. It's 911, 311. It's down underneath City Hall.
It is.
And we thought we'd come through here because this is a chance where we get to see a new some new work. This is renovation that just got finished here after you. And this, to me, it's kind of what we've seen, a lot of new training, changing of departments, redirection for a lot of departments, and a lot of renovation work, a lot of new things for some of the departments. Is that part of the design? Is that part of what you had in mind when you came in?
Yes, I think it's something we've been very intentional about. We have these core values that I often talk about. Customer service being more efficient, effective, transparent, and accountable. Accountability, that is. And when I think about those things, it's not just external to our residents, it's internal too. And so when we think of 911 and 311, this is the front line to issues in our community. Public safety, when you think about 911, an issue a resident has. When you think about 311, another issue, other issues our residents have. Combine our 911 and 311 systems have to work. We have to have people down here who are not only serious about their job, but are patient, that are calm, that are trained, and know how to talk to and help people.
These are the folks, they're the first person to talk to somebody in crisis, typically, from the City of Birmingham.
Right.
And so it's an important role that they have.
It is. So as you see, we upgraded and retrofitted this place to have one more space, to be able to bring on more employees to engage in our 911 system.
And I know that we got 911 on this side. We also have 311 set up over on that side as we kind of continue to do better work with 311 and focus a little bit more. I figure you know this, but you know how many calls come in on a yearly basis?
What is it? 80?
800,000.
800,000.
800,000 calls.
I do know that is an overwhelming volume.
Yeah.
And that volume definitely puts the City of Birmingham as the highest amount of calls from 911 in the entire state of Alabama. That's a big deal. And what I like about this department, anytime I come here and talk to these employees, they're very well trained. They like their job. They're passionate about their job. And they go above beyond the baseline of service to take care, engage residents they're on the phone with.
I'll tell you what, while they're working here, let's kind of find a spot where we can chat a little bit more. So you mentioned that you like to come down here, you talk. You've got this reputation in City Hall of kind of showing up in one of the department offices.
And I like to pop in unexpected from time to time.
Yeah. What do you like to do? Why do you like to do that? I mean, it's friendly, one thing, but I mean, do you learn from those visits?
I do. I often remind people I was a city employee prior to being mayor. And often when I come, it's not a I got you moment at all. It's more so to just say, hey, thank you for what you're doing. And equally important to listen. Tell me what you do. How do you do it? How long you been a city employee? Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And I think as mayor, knowing what all of our different employee groups do is important. I mean, I get it from department heads. It's different when you're actually on the ground. And it's more of a sense of they should know that as mayor, I am concerned about all of our employees, not just my appointed staff, not just my department heads. And I'm appreciative of our civil service employees.
And before you were elected mayor, you were a city employee. So you come from that line as well.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk a bit about some of the issues. When you got in here, you talked to folks. One of the things I know that you've jumped on as administration from the very beginning is the importance of addressing the pension problems.
Correct. So unfunded liability, make no mistake, it affects all of us. And this is not something we can ignore. It's not something that we can just hold our breath on and hope it goes away. It will take strong leadership to push through this to make sure we have a solid pension.
You've one of the things you've done over the last couple of years is you have department days and department appreciation days. You've had several citywide meetings where staff comes in.
Cedar Cup.
Cedar Cup. Yeah, the Cedar Cup. That was some pretty good competition in Cedar Cup.
Fun.
The tug of war was hard. It was cold blooded for folks.
The dance offs were hard too.
Yeah. Is it to build Is it to build family? Is it to build a family feeling for the city? Is that what your goal is?
Man, I think anybody that's a city employee, in my mind, it's family. This is a cool job. And what I mean by that, it's cool to be a Birmingham City employee. I believe in always taking the pulse of the morale of our employees. Our employees' morale is very important to me because when we talk about these core values, they're being pushed through the employees who wake up every day to serve the citizens of Birmingham. So our employees' morale is important because if their morale is high, we believe they drive those core values at a more accelerated pace. If the morale is low, I think it slows down us being able to guard against not protecting those core values. So in that vein, this is family. We should communicate. We should build with each other. We should find ways to bond with each other. We shouldn't just put all our employees in a room when there's a problem. We should also be able to put them in the room to have a good time as well.